The Vision Pro went on sale for pre-order today. We learned now that there are 256 gigabyte, 512 gigabyte, and 1 terabyte options, and 16 gigabytes of unified memory. But I have to say, the hmms keep on coming for this Vision Pro launch. Remember, I was asking, how come Apple couldn't get some developer to gin up something new, some new wiz-bang app that wasn't possible before, to give you a sort of, this is what you can do that you couldn't do before to launch with? Fine, that didn't happen. Why didn't they get one of their partners like Disney to do something special, some new show or movie? Fine, that didn't happen. And now it's turning out that they couldn't even cajole any of the usual suspects into creating native apps for this thing. Mark Gurman and Ashley Carman are reporting that YouTube and Spotify are not planning to launch a native Apple Vision Pro app or even allow their iPad apps to run on the platform. Remember, all you have to do is tweak your existing iPad app and it will work in Vision OS. If you don't even do that, then all you're left with is people browsing to your service on a website. Quoting Bloomberg, YouTube, like Netflix, is recommending that customers use a web browser if they want to see its content. Quote, YouTube users will be able to use YouTube in Safari on the Vision Pro at launch. Spotify also isn't currently planning a new app for Vision OS, the Vision Pro's operating system, and doesn't expect to enable its iPad app to run on the device when it launches either, according to a person familiar with the matter. But the music service will still likely work from a web browser. The Vision Pro will include access to Apple's apps for music and podcasts, which compete with Spotify's offerings, but getting snubbed by Netflix, Spotify, and YouTube means that the most popular streaming apps won't be available when the headset launches on February 2nd. Apple has largely marketed the device as a platform for video games and other entertainment, end quote. Yeah, that's sort of my point. If you have an iPad app in the App Store right now, it will appear in the Vision Pro store automatically. You don't have to lift a finger. You have to go to the trouble to opt out in order to not appear. So it's interesting that all those companies are opting out. Something YouTube being on the first iPhone was key to showing people what mobile computing could do. And Netflix is a company who literally built itself by making sure they were available on every possible device in the world. Wouldn't they want to be there? And if Apple is selling this device, at least at first, as a new way to immerse yourself in visual content, shouldn't they have moved heaven and earth to get Netflix to be there? Over at Mac Stories, John Voorhees used App Store API endpoints to see what apps will have Vision Pro support at launch. And while Amazon Prime Video is there, Peacock, Disney+, Telegram, Reddit, Discord, and the NBA, Temu, Uber Eats are all there, none of them have native apps. That means all those apps elected just to have their iPad apps show up. Those that did not, and again, this means they proactively declined to participate, include YouTube and Spotify as mentioned, but also Instagram, Facebook, the New York Times, NFL, Amazon for shopping, and Google's productivity stuff, like Gmail. So you cannot natively check your Gmail on the Vision Pro at launch. Unless I'm misunderstanding, you'll have to log in via the Safari web browser. On John's list there's not a single major partner that, at least at the time of this recording, has agreed to make a native app for the Vision Pro. Not a one. What does this say either about everybody's expectations for this launch or maybe the current state of their relationship with Apple? Caveat being, anyone could flip a switch and move from compatibility mode to native app at any time. Apple has tried to make that easy. You'd expect Disney to do that with Disney Plus at least soon, right? Seriously asking what's going on here.